There's something that Joe Rogan has between Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighters and just grapplers in general that he's obsessed with. Because Joe Rogan, he just has to let us know how much of a hardcore fan he is of grappling. He was hyping up Ryan Hall so much. He thought he was going to be the next big thing in the UFC. He was his favorite prospect in the UFC. It was a hard watch when Ryan Hall was taking on Ilia Topuria, because that entire fight was about 20 failed heel hooks, and every single time Joe Rogan was still backing Ryan Hall, still hyping him up. The crowd were booing at one point, and rightfully so, because there was no action in the fight. It was just failed heel hook attempts. And Joe Rogan called them uneducated mouth breathers because they couldn't appreciate the failed heel hook attempts from Ryan Hall. And then eventually Ilia Topuria goes to the ground and pound finish, and Joe Rogan said it's a mistake going to the ground with Ryan Hall. And then he gets put out cold, and Joe Rogan eats his words. This one's going to go in a B tier as well. It's not as bad compared to the others. He just overhyped the prospect, but it's definitely on the lower end of B tier. I don't know what Joe Rogan saw in Ryan Hall. It isn't even like he's a Rodolfo Vieira or like a Royce Gracie at his time, where he was just submitting people left, right, and center. He had a good heel hook. He was awful on the feet, and he was getting smashed to pieces by Ilia Topuria. I don't know what hype Joe Rogan saw in this guy that he doesn't see in other people, but this is going to go in B tier. Again, one of Joe Rogan's worst commentary mistakes and one of his worst takes of all time. But